Hello and welcome to Andover Norton. I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and this week we're going to be talking about something that we get quite a few queries on, and it's the ignition coils. Now, it's normally about how to connect them up and what can go wrong if you do get them connected the wrong way round. Now, there are numerous variations of coils out there. I've got a couple of examples here. On this side here we have a 12 volt dual output it's a tri-spark unit, but there are other manufacturers out there that make them, and they all follow a similar theme to what you can see here. Straightforward, the leads are actually embedded into the actual unit itself. Generally with these, if you've got one of these fitted and it fails, it will cause both cylinders to fail. It will be pretty terminal. You're not going to be any sort of limp home capacity at all in the event of a failure. And how often do they fail? I've only heard of one failing in most probably the past 4 or 5 years, so they are generally pretty reliable. Then we come on to the can type coil that most of you would know and actually recognize. Now, these come in various voltages: 3 volt, 6 volt and 12 volt are the ones I have seen. I think the 3 volt ones generally used on some of the 50s, 60s two-strokes that used them, and one of the Austrian bikes with a twin plug split single arrangement also used the 3 volt one. It's usually marked on the cap whether it's 3, 6 or 12 volt. Pretty important that you use the correct coil for the bike you're going to be using it. Now, it could be a 12 volt bike or a 6 volt bike. You could use a 6 volt coil on a 6 volt bike if it was just using one cylinder, one spark plug. Likewise, you could use 2 6 volt coils on a 12 volt bike like we do on the Norton Commando, provided they're connected in series, because 6 volt plus 6 volt gives you your 12 volt, and that's done by having a wire come into one side, and then it goes down through the coil, up, out, through to the other side, down, through, up and out to earth. Now, when you do that, what you're effectively doing is you're adding the resistance of each coil to each other. Now, that's pretty important, because if you get this wrong, you can actually blow up your electronic ignition. What happens if you inadvertently connect these? So you got a negative wire connecting this terminal and this terminal, and a positive wire connecting this terminal and this terminal. You've effectively connected them in parallel. Problem is, when they're in parallel, you effectively half the resistance. It most probably is going to vary around that, but you're looking at around half the resistance of a single coil. So you've now got less resistance, and what that can do is blow the power transistor and your electronic ignition. Always double check any connections you make on an electrical system. It's something I've done all my life. Likewise, check for dead and double check your connections to make sure you get it right every time. And then you connect your battery, put your fuse in and go from there. Now, some of the things we do see is the little Spade connectors, when they're put on, are not put on correctly. We've actually seen them come back where they've been put on at an angle and bolted down, so there's not been enough underneath supporting the actual Spade piece, and they've led to breakages. And in some cases we've actually seen these where they've been done up so tight they've actually pulled them right out, which is not ideal. Always check that you're putting in your little connector piece in and it's down flush, sitting properly in its little groove. It's like a little right angle recessed groove piece. Put it in there so it can't turn. Take your nut down with a little washer. You don't need to go mad. I don't know why some people seem to be scared the vibration would come undone, but realistically, I've never had these come undone after just nipping them up with the correct spring washer. So they are pretty reliable. Getting harder to source now, because most of the modern stuff, I say modern stuff from the 80s and 90s, is using a coil that you'd recognise like this, a twin output coil. Some may think you can get these made anywhere in the world. Trust me, you can't. There's probably only 2 or 3 plants at the very most that manufacture these coils. I don't think there's a manufacturing plant in Europe that's still making these type any longer. We've all gone over to this system, and Obviously on the more modern system, they're actually coil packs that sit on the plugs themselves. Now over here we got what's left of some coils. When we were looking for alternative coils when PVL ceased manufacture, we bought some in and we actually cut them up to look at them. Now this is a Lucas one that I've had and cut apart, see how it's assembled. Realistically, there wasn't a lot between them. You can see on these pieces, which we get close-ups of, this piece here that's red looks a bit better manufacture than the Lucas one. I can't remember what this came out, whether it's a old PVL coil or a tri-spark. It was just amongst my stuff at the end of my bench. But it seems to be better finished with the potting, etc. The most important bit is when you fit your electronic ignition, read the instructions and choose the suitable coils, and make sure you connect them in accordance with the description and normally the diagram that's in the actual electronic ignition information to your bike. Fit them, check it, and then you can power it up. Now coils, some people I've seen with these have them loose, so they vibrate. They normally batter against it back towards the head. Some I've seen squeezed within an inch of their life and still working, surprisingly. But what you'd normally do with these, to check you've got a good coil, you'd measure you've got a resistance between these two terminals and make sure that when you put the probe on one of them onto the case, you've not got an earth. If it's earth, it's not going to work. The secondary coil, there's not a lot you can really do about that. You can't really check that other than check it to the earth, which it shouldn't do because it's normally the one nearest the centre of this in here. Now those checks are pretty critical. Make sure you know what resistance they are that when you get them fitted, and get them connected the correct way around. That's all I say on that. Hopefully we can still get these in the future. There's no indication at the moment saying we can't, but it may be a case in 5-10 years we might be fitting coils like this because that's all that's available in the marketplace. There just isn't demand for stuff like this from us or anyone else. Now if you've got any queries on coils, please feel free to get in touch with myself and Simon here at Andover Norton, and we'll try and help you out. Thank you very much.